Hello and welcome to this video on the importance of Ayn Rand's theory of racism. Racism is a deeply harmful and destructive ideology that has plagued societies for centuries. It is a primitive form of collectivism that judges individuals based on the characteristics and actions of their ancestors. This means that racism claims that a person's traits and values are inherited and determined by their genetics, rather than by their own choices and actions. This idea negates the rational faculty and the ability to make choices, replacing them with a belief in predetermined characteristics. Racism often manifests in the form of upholding family or racial prestige, even in the face of negative actions or characteristics of individual family members or members of a given race. This can lead to violence and brutality, as it is based on the belief in inherent differences between races. Some racist individuals and groups even attempt to prove the superiority or inferiority of a race based on the achievements of some of its members. But Ayn Rand's theory of racism recognizes that there is no such thing as a collective or racial mind or achievement. These concepts are based on the false idea that individuals can be reduced to a group identity. Even if certain races had a higher incidence of individuals with superior intellectual abilities, this would still not be relevant to evaluating the abilities of any individual within that race. It is unjust to discriminate against or favor individuals based on their race, as this denies the individual's unique characteristics and abilities. Racism is often used as a tool by those in power to maintain their position and control over others. The effects of racism can be seen in the disproportionate disadvantages faced by certain racial groups in areas such as education, employment, and criminal justice. Racism can take many forms, including individual prejudice, institutional discrimination, and cultural bias. It can manifest in overt acts of violence and hatred, or it can be more subtle, such as unconscious biases and microaggressions. No matter what form it takes, racism is harmful and wrong. The only way to combat racism is to uphold the principle of individual rights and to judge individuals based on their own character and actions, rather than their race or ancestry. This means recognizing the inherent value and dignity of every individual, regardless of their race or ethnicity. It means treating everyone with respect and fairness, and not allowing ourselves to be swayed by preconceived notions or stereotypes. Ayn Rand's theory of racism reminds us of the importance of individualism and the inherent value of each and every person. By upholding these principles, we can create a more just and equal society for all. Thank you for watching.